Hello everyone, this is Data from JGX, and here we are with another Mech review. Today we will talk about the Banshee. Before we get started, if you haven't done that yet, please remember to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me to keep up with this kind of videos. I know that we have already talked about the Daka Banshee, but since I haven't talked at all about all of them, I will make a new video covering all the Banshees. So first of all, the hitboxes. The CT is pretty large. The side torsos are large as well. It's a board. But the good news is that the arms are even larger. So when you torso twist, the arms actually shield for the torsos. Agility. The agility is one of the top agility in the game in terms of assault mechs. The Banshee is very good in terms of agility. So 24-21 XL cell is a lot for 95 tonner. Blood Asp and Medcats have a lot less despite being lighter. This is kind of 80 tonner level of agility, more or less. Again, even for the torso twist is very fast. The turn rate 50, it's a lot for a mech with this weight. Mechs with similar weights like the Corsair, for example, they have a lot less, 40. The Medcat Mark II has even less, 35. So the agility is very, very, very strong. Let's start from the strongest variant. I already covered this in an old video, so we'll go very quickly. Excellent offensive quirks, they're PPC based. If you do it like this, for AC2s and light PPCs, you'll have no minimum range. The PPC velocity will help you with the projectile speed match, so they will land all together when you shoot them. And the fast engine. People do with standard engine 300. I think it's shit because it's just too slow. These days, when you solo play, you either keep up with the NASCAR or you're just food for mislinks. That's all you are. So you need to move. If you don't move, you're dead. Excellent heat efficiency, excellent heat dissipation. This mech is very strong in terms of DPS. And also the profile is very good. You can basically shoot all the weapons from one position, like from the middle. Let's move to the next one. The next interesting one is the Gauss Vomit one. Should be the 3S. Okay. So we have medium laser range duration, 10 heat, which is what you need on vomits. Ballistic cooldown for the Gauss, because the Gauss has slow cooldown, so having 15% cooldown makes the Gauss reload faster, more in line with the lasers. Turbo armor, like all of them. It's actually an excellent assault. The 3S. It goes more or less like this. You could potentially excel it if you want, because anyways, you lose one torso, you're left with a Gauss and 2 meds. You lose the other torso, and then you are out of heat dissipation. And you don't dissipate anyways, so if you want, you can excel it. The problem is that this one is XL capped. So you could chalk in this one to go slightly faster, but it's not kinda worth it because you don't gain that much extra speed out of this engine change. So I'd rather keep it with an LFE 325. As for how it feels, the mech itself is pretty cold, and the alpha is pretty good. I'd say that the DACA one is a must. So the 3 light PPC, 4 AC2s, you should bring that mech. This one is not bad. It's not a bad mech. It's a good mech, but it's not just overpowered. This is just a nice mech to use.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Critical.
Then we have the full energy one. The full energy one, it has 10 range, so it's good. It's a 95 tonner. Potentially you can spam standard heatsinks. This is one of the mechs where you can do a spam of standard heatsinks. Many people have asked in the past, when does standard heatsink spam become more convenient than doubles? For inner sphere, since you can usually put 20, maximum 22 double heatsinks in total, you want to have at least 35 standard heatsinks. So if you can load more than 35 standard heatsinks, most likely, let's say, so you are certainly, without most likely, you are certainly more heat efficient than whatever double heatsink build that you can do. So you need to pass the 35, 33 standard heatsink setup you can do on 90, 95 tonners, 100 tonners. You could do this build, 6ER large. Unfortunately, they ruined the Banshee mounts in the past. If you chucked small lasers in here, it would put all the lasers up high. Here it was an excellent mech. Now it's not OP, but it's a good mech. You can play with this mech. It's actually very strong, very heat efficient. Another way to build this is with double heat sinks. You put a fast accel, but again, it's a different type of mech because the one I just showed you, it's just a turret mech. This one instead goes around fights, and NASCARs always put ER meds together with LPLs because of range. So once you have this sorted out, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lasers. They're all in the torso, so they shoot all together. You start putting double heatsinks like this. We could actually... No, it just doesn't fit. Whatever, it just doesn't fit. An extra double heatsink there, it just wouldn't fit. Let's start putting... So once you see 1, 2, okay. So once you see that you have a lot of free tonnage, you can try to chuck in endo steel. Once you do that, then you can go to a different engine tech. For example, even a standard, if you want to tank more. This kind of mech is definitely very strong because it's standard engine. It has 10 range, good mounts, good armor. This one is actually very good. I'm not gonna save it because I have other laser vomits, but this mech is good. You should use a laser vomit like this. As for the ER large, I want to show you this one because it is very heat efficient.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Heat level critical.
As for the other ones, the problem is that the heroes are pretty bad. I'll try to get them buffed in the next patches. The March patch is almost locked, and I don't know if we will be able to inject quirks for the hero Banshees in the March patch. Maybe they'll come in April, but it's pretty easy to say that La Malinche and the SR, they do suck pretty fucking bad. La Malinche is supposed to run on AC10 and large pulses. It could potentially do that. The problem is that the AC10 velocity is too slow to match with LPLs. So I would have expected from PGI some velocity quirk. I'll try to push at least a velocity quirk 40% for this AC10 so you can try to utilize the kind of setup that it's meant to run by default. The SR is the Solaris one. It has jump jet quirks, but you know, putting jump jets on a mech like this with wide low mounts, it's like putting perfume on a fucking pig. It remains a pig. So the only way you can use it is exploiting the left side mounts with some sort of PPC AC5 setup. The AC5s are getting slightly buffed in February, but this mech is honestly undergunned anyways, and I'll try to push for some AC5 specific cooldown quirks for this mech because it's a sack of trash. You shouldn't use it. So in the end, Banshees, which ones to buy? For sure, the 3E is the best one. Then the 3M for the lasers and the 3S laser gauss, they are all good choices. Just for now, don't waste money on the heroes because they are trash. They're just not worth. And that's it for today, guys. I hope this video helped. If you haven't done that yet, again, remember to subscribe, share the content, and I'll catch you guys next time.